What's up, OPB gang? It's D-Rock here, and I am back with another guest review for Organic Priced Books. I am vengeance. I am the night. I am Batman. Today, we're going to take a look at the Batman Adventures Omnibus by Kelly Puckett, Paul Dini, Bruce Timm, and Mike Parobeck. It has a 1,200 page count and a $150 cover price. Let's get into it. And here we have the Batman Adventures Omnibus in all its glory. Man, I've been waiting for this one. It's a beautiful book, that iconic Batman image on the front. The spine looks fantastic on this. A nice glossy dust jacket. The legendary animated series comes to comics. On the inside of the dust jacket, you have the I am vengeance, I am the night, I am Batman. On the right hand side, you have a little bit of information about the creators. Absolutely beautiful wraparound cover, nice and glossy, great looking spine, big bold text, and on the back of the book here you get the Rogues Gallery here, Clayface, Killer Croc, Harley Quinn, the Riddler, Man-Bat. Taking a look at the binding, you get a nice big old eye on this. The paper quality in this omnibus is fantastic, and I love this like wallpaper here of the Rogues Gallery of Batman characters on the inside of the cover. Fantastic. They really put a lot of work into this to make it just a perfect collection of these Batman Adventures issues. You do get a table of contents with the page numbers, which I don't read DC Omnibus often, but from what I can remember, they don't have generally the page numbers listed throughout the Omnibus, but in this one they do, so they really definitely went all out on this Omnibus here. You do get an introduction from Kelly Puckett in this, and then you also get a foreword from Scott Peterson, followed directly by the very first issue of the Batman Adventures. Issue number 1, the Penguin's Big Score. You have cover art from Ty Templeton. I was always a fan of that version of the Penguin from Batman the Animated Series, and man, this omnibus is just fantastic. You get all these great characters that you grew up loving in just a new format, man. Very similar to how the X-Men animated series omnibus is. So glad that we finally got all these issues collected. And speaking of issues collected, this collects the Batman Adventures 1 through 36, the Batman Adventures Annual 1, the Batman Adventures Annual 2, the Batman Adventures Holiday Special number 1, the Batman Adventures Mad Love number 1, and stories from Batman Black and White Omnibus. The Batman Adventures issue 11 here, The Beast Within, illustrated by Mike Parobeck and Rich Burchett. One of the coolest characters in Batman history, one of my favorite episodes on Leather Wings from Batman the Animated Series, Man-Bat. And then it goes to the Batman Adventures, issue number 12, Batgirl Day 1, which is, of course, the first appearance in comics of one of the most popular Batman characters, Harley Quinn. So it's very awesome that you get this issue collected in this omnibus here, especially because the issue now is like going for crazy prices these days. It's a highly sought after issue, and with good reason. Harley Quinn is an iconic character in comic book history as well as pop culture. Just touching briefly on the description of this omnibus: from the padded cells of Arkham Asylum to the mean streets of Crime Alley, one truth is whispered wherever evil gathers. Gotham City belongs to the Batman. Until now. The crime lord formerly known as the Penguin is now Mayor Oswald Cobblepot, elected to be Gotham's leader by promising to outlaw vigilantes and villains alike. The immortal mastermind Raj Al Ghul has ordered an invasion of assassins, not to destroy the Dark Knight, but to eliminate his enemies permanently. And a 2-bit hood called Black Mask is forming a deadly new masked mob. Outlawed, outnumbered, on the run, Batman's greatest battle for the soul of Gotham City is about to begin. And for all you Superman fans out there, you do get a team-up issue in issue 25 of the Batman Adventures Super Friends, so kind of cool just to have a little Batman and Superman team-up issue. This is an absolute iconic cover with artwork from Bruce Timm, the Batman Adventures Holiday Special number 1. Fantastic issue here. Just jam-packed with all kinds of villains from Batman's Rogues Gallery, Clayface, Harley Quinn, Poison Ivy, the Joker, and of course, Mr. Freeze himself. Probably my favorite version of Mr. Freeze was in Batman the Animated Series. Just such a sad backstory on Mr. Freeze. Every time he showed up in an episode or in one of these issues, you knew it was going to be an ice solid story. Hey, you see what I did there, huh? So just to go over like what this omnibus is and what to expect from these issues, the Batman Adventures is a comic book series that was based on the animated TV show. Each issue typically contains a standalone story that capture the essence of the animated series, often focusing on the psychological aspects of the characters and their interactions. The series is known for its distinctive art style and its ability to appeal to both younger and older audiences. While there isn't a single overarching storyline, actually each issue is broken up into 3 different acts. Each issue offers numerous exciting adventures and moral dilemmas for Batman and his allies. One of the standout features of the series is its art style, which closely resembles the iconic look of Batman the Animated Series. The issues collected in this omnibus have well-executed characterizations, particularly the portrayal of Batman and his rogues gallery of villains. The series really delves into the psychological aspects of these characters, making them more than just one-dimensional villains. One of the standout issues collected in this omnibus for me is Batman Mask of the Phantasm, the animated movie #1. I remember going to Blockbuster as a kid, getting this VHS tape. It contained this little mini comic of this film adaptation. The story revolves around Batman facing a new and mysterious vigilante known as the Phantasm, who is killing off criminals. As he investigates the Phantasm's identity and motive, Bruce Wayne's past comes back to haunt him when he reconnects with an old flame, Andrea Beaumont. This leads Batman on a journey to uncover the truth behind the Phantasm's actions while confronting his own demons and the possibility of finding love. Also collected in this omnibus, you get the Mad Love graphic novel, which was also an episode of Batman the Animated Series. In this graphic novel, Batman Mad Love, the story revolves around the character Harley Quinn and her origin. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, a brilliant psychiatrist, joins the staff of Arkham Asylum, Gotham City's infamous mental institution. She becomes fascinated by the Joker and starts treating him, hoping to understand the criminal mind. However, her interactions with the Joker lead to her own descent into madness, and she becomes Harley Quinn, his loyal and unhinged sidekick. In the back of this omnibus, you do get a little bit of bonus content with some pinups, some creator bios. This has a hefty price tag, so if you're looking to pick this up, I get all my books from organicpricedbooks.com. It's the best place to get your omnibus and other collected editions. If you use code DROCK, you can get $2 off your purchase, and now you can use code DROCK, ship it together to get 5% off a purchase of 3 or more books. Overall, the Batman Adventures really captured the spirit of the show. I love this book, man. Let me know what you think about it down in the comments, and of course, as always, thanks for watching.